G'day. Savvy Boy here. Welcome back to another offload, I suppose. Just haven't seen anything I could do for an upload for a while. Couldn't find any ideas for an upload for quite some time. And now I've gotten like this idea to, you know, do both commentary video and a storytime. You know, you can really tell I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel there. You can really tell you can. Anyway. This story today will be about my ex and how I met her. Yeah, how I met her, how things are going with her, so on and so forth. So this story begins at the beginning of my year 7 years, which I could not tell you when. So that's a big little problem I have with all this, which is that my memory isn't good enough for these kinds of videos. Could be using sticky note for that. But, you know, I don't. Because I can. Anyway, enough bluffing, let's go. So obviously, first day of high school, things are a bit confusing. I pop up in the wrong class. Because that's just something you do. You don't know the layout of the place, you obviously want to rock up in the wrong area. So yeah, that's what I do. First day, I rock up, wrong classroom. And halfway through, teacher actually comes in and tells me that. It's like, wait, you're in the wrong class. And I was like, oh, okay. So I follow her to my actual classroom, to which there are 3 people, because you know, I am a very special kid. I'm not all there yet, so I'm just going to appear in first class. One of those people I've known since primary school. He was a good lad, good mate of mine. You know, that's who will even feel. See someone you've known since primary school, in high school, especially if I think you're going in not knowing a goddamn soul. The other 2 were new people to me. One of those being my ex. The other one just being some funny popular kid. You know, not too important to the storyline. So anyway, sorry about this yawn. I got a sore throat. So yeah, I've obviously got the feeling that myself, you know, oh, this is personal, I can't spend my life with, blah blah blah. So on so forth, as you do. So of course, let's try this next one. I mean, I don't try, I succeed. Big time too. So yeah, sit next to her, you know, and then after that, not much. You know, we don't even chat with each other, you know. Not much interesting stuff happens in between me and her. Through the first interaction, it's just sort of like, oh, this person exists. Yeah. It's actually after class, that's lunchtime, is when we discover each other's existence. It's just like, you know, we start talking. It's the classic case. So, yeah, we start talking, and pretty much it for a while now. That's pretty much it for a while, you know. It's not much of interest, it's just, you know, oh, two people, we're gonna start talking and shit. Such as life, I suppose. After the course of time, pretty much become best friends, me and her. And it stays like that for a while. We should have picked a different game. But you know, everyone's saying the old, everyone's giving off the old talk conversation, you know. Yeah, everyone, no, these two look like kids together, and yada 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 yada, blah blah blah. We brush it off as we're just friends. You can figure out the rest. So that's essentially how it goes for quite a bit. Then come year 9. It's when we actually considered it. You know? We're just like, you know, it's HPE, all that's going on, sporty stuff here, blah blah blah. People are still saying the stuff, giving the chat. You know, the whole, oh, you two are so cute together, you should be dating and stuff. But then, somewhere near the end of that lesson, she looks at me and goes, do you want to just start? You know, like, you know, just start doing it. I'm just like, okay, sure, why not? Give it a shot, might work out. And that doesn't last too long. Because, you know, apparently it's not one of them things that's going to work out for a while. As we fall, as I fall. I don't think I should have cared of the world. Because, I mean, I wasn't the one who ended it, I'll tell you that. So yeah, well, I mean, it ends after a minute, full on. After a minute going at it, it's just stopped. Well, I mean, that's her end. I thought that was going on for months. That whole me, you together thingy. You know, I hadn't been informed. No one told me that this was the plan. So I just went on forth with the plan. What it was. Or it had been. For about a month. Now see, I don't know this has ended like a good few months ago. To me, this is going on for the month, but no, again, hadn't. But you know, I got told a whole lot of stories after that. It was just like, oh, it only lasted a week, lasted a day, it lasted under a minute. And I was like, dude, which one is it? All three of those don't feel as good. I'll tell you that though. So yeah, then we just call the whole relationship thing, whole dating thing. You know, after that, it's done. We don't go forth with it. It's not spoken of. Well, I mean, except for one rumour that apparently she broke up with me and became a lesbian. That was a bit fun. I don't think that can slide, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need volume. Someone's gonna kill me. So yeah, all that unwinds, and after all that, we just stay as good besties, you know. For a bit. I mean, that's what I'm thinking is going on. Apparently, she didn't think of it that way. She didn't think of it that way at all. And I learnt that news. I learned that news, I'll let you know, when I was having a good day. That had been the first day in a few years at that point. I actually had a full real good day. Jesus Christ. Then we're pulled to the side, and it's like, no, not me. I'm pulled to the side, as an individual. but I'm obviously not thinking too much about it, because, you know, I am with a teacher that blames me for anything, so I'm sitting there like, oh boy, I've breathed a bit too loudly again, haven't I? That's something I've done. This isn't good, but I don't care. This can just be brushed under the rug. It's a bit annoying, but I don't know. No, she pulls me aside for something way. The thing she pulls me aside for is, and the teacher tells me too. It's just like, oh, we've gotten this about you. Could give it a look. Could you give it a look? And it's from her parents. And it's like, oh, why would you say? What have I done? What's going on? You know, I'm a bit confused, honestly. So I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking we're the best of friends, and all of a sudden, oh, there's been a report made about you from the parents of this person. It's just like, oh, well, that can't be right. Upon close examination, it wasn't. Because there was, probably still is, some big old rumour that decided to go floating around that I was sending some pretty inappropriate stuff, asking for a few inappropriate things. So blah blah blah. When I was having my first full-on good day, but yeah, so that happens, and I guess that's, so that happens, yeah. Can't find the words for it. Jesus. And then nothing else is heard of it, so it's just like, and then after I learned that, like, you know, earth-shattering, conclusion, nothing is said about it for like quite a while. It's just like, has that been dropped? Is it still going? Like, what's the reporting, coach? No one really. But you know, apparently she's going around informing anyone and anything with a pulse that this is me, this is what I do. You should not be around me, I'm the bloody monster. And that's just the name I'm given. You know, then I learned that it's still going. It's pretty recently, actually. It was about like a week ago it fell or something. You know, I was texting my mate, you know, cause she's brought up a lot, cause he's definitely got a thing for my ex, and you know. Me and the big, and the funny guy keep on trying to tell him, you know, oh, don't do it, it's not worth your time, it's not a good idea, and he doesn't believe us, because, you know, he thinks he knows the best, he thinks he's all good. This is what he thinks is going to be good, this is what he's going to do. And so almost every conversation I have with a man is based around my ex, which is quite annoying. Especially knowing what she's doing. And yeah, so me and the funny kid won't talk about it, but nah, it's not going on. And one day, I'm having a phone call with him, and he's a fucking not. Oh, but anyway, I'm having a conversation with her, you know, on the phone. And then it's like, oh, and it's just like, he's like, oh, hope she's there soon. It's just like, I really don't care. She's in hospital because she hardly eats. No, I'm done. Lord, you so despite all that, she's not on her. And in this phone call, it's just like, oh, she's still spitting junk about me. And then I finally get an update on my false accusations. Because, you know, I don't have an ego high enough to send photos of myself with or without clothes on, because, you know, these accusations are about me sending inappropriate text, you know, I think also posting a few nudies or something. I don't know. I only know secrets. But on the phone call he says, because, you know, he's apparently asked about it, and her response to him was that I'm just really gets the frustration. Apparently it is that I'm a liar, that I've sent her a photo of my you know what from you know where. Jesus. and it's just like, ugh, bloody hell, mate. And then when he's asked, who do you believe more, he's like, I don't believe either of you. He's at a loss. He doesn't know what to do. Just like, oh, I like women. Mimi like women. Mimi really woman, but you also my friend. Forget him. You failed. Not giving him some pretty solid points. But you know, woman. Women might love me. Ew. So nice. Big old confusing situation. It's one big old confusing situation. No one knows if it's getting resolved, no one knows if it's going to court. All I know is that I would like to history. And that if you enjoyed this, you should hit the like button and subscribe. Subscribe, you know. The classic stuff you get asked to do. If you can, it's up to you. You feel welcome to come forward. Jesus, I hate this dude. Yeah, that's all for story time. If I've got more stories, I'll possibly tell them. Welcome back to my first upload in, it felt like years, even though it was probably like a week or something. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Laters.